This is easy.
Who did you team with?
Find Yoshi Pie.
Oh.
I usually team with the first person I talk to out of venue. It's very fun. Especially like if you don't know the person. There's one time I accidentally teamed with Bark Sanchez. And it's like, oh, you're Bark Sanchez, okay. This is gonna be good then. So it's pretty close.
Yeah, a lot of Jigglypuff.
Actually, it's not really. Yeah. Again, Puff is super popular in Toronto. I think in particular recently, I've been getting more and more into Puff. If you've, I'm very used to like the Y-Bomb style Puff, which has like lots of down airs, lots of this sort of stuff, right?
Sure you can.
And more of like a vertical positioning base. But then like I watched the Z's Puff and it's like super grab and like he does a lot of weak aerials which just chain together. And I don't see how they chain together, but they do. And I thought that was super cool style of Puff. So I want to learn it now. It's always good to learn cool stuff.
Are you still playing Jigglypuff this tournament or?
Puff?
Or, yeah.
Well,
Sorry, Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby.
I think my plan is I'm gonna go Yoshi, unless I lose the first game, cause I kind of want to win this one.
Yeah, you weren't here the last one, right?
No.
Yeah, Y-Bomb took that one.
Yeah. So if I lose, it's like super serious. I'm feeling fantastic right now. Little dehydrated, but I'll grab some water in a bit, and then I'll be ready for tourney. Oh, the chat's like flying through the hocus pocus. The chat's like going quickly.
Yeah, how many viewers do we have?
Oh yeah, this is something interesting for commentary. There's like a couple of ways to do commentary. There's like the commentary that's very much so like for the stream. It's more of like an interactive thing, which I think is pretty neat. But the VODs usually aren't quite as useful.
Yeah, I hate watching a YouTube video from a stream.
Of like a semi-casual stream, right? But it's actually like super fun just to sit in the stream and do that. And then there's like the other style, which is more, you know, yeah, it's the other side where it's like you ignore the chat, you
just talk about the game.
You talk about the game. Every match is treated exactly the same, and that's also really good for VODs, and it's not too bad to watch. Yeah, I'm always confused at which I like better. Oh, blue's up now. By a fair bit. That's Preston gone. So the thing, Luigi's pretty good in teams, and so is Samus. So they're not actually low tiers, and I kind of like Puff in teams. I think at some point it gets harder, but like like here, it should be, Puff should be pretty good. But people like Samus and Luigi benefit a lot from teams, and like Samus, Puff, kind of like playing against Kirby in doubles, I find. And then Luigi's a good counter for them. So it's interesting, this dynamic. It's like they have two...
What was that pause?
That's just... he meant to steal a stock, but... So a lot of communities, like... Sorry, most games, if you pause like that...
Yeah,
I'm like going on like the 9th tangent right now. If you pause, usually you have to sack a stock. Well, like, it's up to discretion, but it's not uncommon for people to demand a stock if you pause. It's happened to me in tournament. But, like, most people in Toronto 64 just, like, never... They don't care, you know?
This is a really nice community.
Like, they pause, and it's assumed that it doesn't matter. And they just, like, yeah, we'll keep going. No one cares if you pause or not. Just don't be an ass about it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, if he ran off, jumped down air, that would have been the stock. But he's still in pretty good shape. So an interesting thing, I think, for Samus to learn. That would improve how good she is in
Oh.
something Samus could do that would improve how good she is in
Hold on. Just.
in doubles, like as a player, is learn those weak hits, because passing is the most important thing.
Replay that shit.
Yeah, that was super cool. Yeah. So look at this. What's it? Nero getting a little greedy, and it ultimately led to his loss. You can't afford to do stuff like that against a Yoshi team. Sorry, a Luigi or a Puff team, because they have those
That was like.
that comeback move, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how far back you are, as long as you get like 5 up Bs, you win.
Yeah, you don't. You always have to stand on your toes.
Yeah. If he landed it though, it would have been the nicest thing.
Sure.
Okay, so back at the beginning. Oh, I'm not liking this for green. I usually want to watch doubles. I'm paying attention to like the positions as opposed to the percents to see who's the best at spacing. But it doesn't really matter until you have people who have like super clean spacing, right? So people like Preston in particular, he spaces like quite cleanly. So oftentimes, if he has a good position, he'll start doing well. But a lot of people, they'll like if Preston is losing, it's because he has this position and then he loses it and then takes some percent, right? A lot of people, they'll like make a mistake, and even though they have the better position, they don't use it well enough, and then they get punished or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So you can watch out for this Kirby to get some turnarounds.
Ooh.
And not let anyone else turn around. Oh, so close. Yeah, all these Kirbys. It's reminding me. Did you see the LAS video
No.
of Boom's Kirby just like 5-stocking everyone?
No.
It was insane. He just like doesn't die. Silly Boom.
He's a great player.
He's too good.
Ooh.
I feel like I feel like a reasonable goal for me, or like an ambitious goal is to be as good as Boom in like 2 years. It's very ambitious. Because he's very good at things. He has a lot of knowledge. He has really good execution and stuff like that.
Yeah. Where is he located?
Right now he's at Edmonton.
Oh.
I was meaning to visit Edmonton a while ago, but there was some trouble. So I'm gonna do that this weekend. I wonder if we could do that. If we could organize like a bunch of the higher level East Canadian players to go out to Edmonton. That would be neat. It would be expensive, but it would be neat.
Are there any other notable Edmonton players, or?
Well, you don't need any more. Boom's there, but there's all of the people Boom plays with, right?
Right.
And they're not as good as Boom, I don't think, but they're still like they play with Boom, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get good pretty quick with resources like that.
Ooh.
Oh, I wanted to see a down tilt after that down air, just to snap it. Oh, you could have punished that down B. That's alright. It would have been too greedy, maybe.
Yeah. So this is probably in Preston and Nero's favor. I'd say.
Yeah, certainly at this point. Let's see. Who was they on the other team? I think it was Davion and
Sax, I think.
Sax. Oh, Sax. Sax is here.
Yeah.
Sax is Snorlax's brother, who was in I think Scotland for a bit, studying toxicology for his masters. I think. That's
impressive.
That's pretty cool. When I first heard this, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like he was learning smack talk or something. But no, he's actually learning toxicology, which is very neat.
Yeah, toxicology. a degree from.
of the stage, especially right side. Like there's a gradient from left to right of how good Kirby's on this stage. I think same goes for Puff. So yeah, Preston and Nero play online a lot. I don't think they've played on console with each other, so you can expect them to be like improving as this doubles journey is going on.
Yeah.
Davion and Sax, I would be very surprised if they played a lot. Again, because Sax has been in Scotland for quite a while. And Davion, I don't think he's attended a lot of the recent Flaocs.
Davion and Sax are switched around. Davion's a Luigi player.
Yeah, Davion's Luigi.
I switched it now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh.
This is the greatest string ever.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
Thank you, Drew's right, Brawl Stream too.
is SSB 64 Montreal in the chat? you gotta get on this. The replay tech is the only thing missing from your setup. Oh, the 10. I don't like the 10. Like I'm always scared. Oh, look at that. That was pretty good. So very smart of Davion to capitalize off the bounce. I guess it's actually pretty predictable the way the 10 bounces, but it still can be difficult to figure out where it's going to go, like given an exact percent. So that was a nice follow up.
Yeah, and of course there's always a tornado that just comes in.
Yeah,
randomly.
the NATO. I think some people call it Meta Knight. I've heard it called. I think it's a pretty cute joke.
it's yes, it's a cute joke.
I think some people call it a little less sensitive names. So it's up for green. They're on right. I think blues for the most of this game been thinking about staying on this left. I haven't been paying too much attention to their spacing, like
Oh.
because it's a little different on high roll. Oh, that was good. Doesn't quite kill though. That's too bad. By that's too bad, I mean it would have been cool if it happened.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
I really miss these tournaments because they're every other month now. Right?
Yeah, they're not quite as frequent as they used to be. Oh, you wouldn't. Oh, nice. You wouldn't believe how much I've been like dying for Smash this week. It's crazy. Just like every day, I'm just like on a Smash. Oh, that was good. So this is so Puff's rest. It's not quite as strong on this stage because it has further blast zones, but it's actually just better because it's harder to punish.
Right.
Because you're so much further away, right? Oh.
Oh.
I think the Nero may have saved him. Oh yeah, it's not looking good for green. Actually, I still like this for green team. So I want Preston to go for more down tilts here. As Kirby, if you're facing sorry, I'm a little sick. If you're facing people at high percent, particularly in teams, like the down tilt splits them up so nicely. No, this is not what you want. Now it is looking less good for green. Still not awful. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And the good part is now you have this, where they're very split up once you get a star KO. So you have about, like, I don't know, 5-6 seconds to try and do the stuff. That was good. That was good. Not the best follow-up. This is pretty intense spacing. So Luigi's staying back because if he's too aggressive in neutral, the team will be split, and then Kirby's just going to get wrecked and have high percent, and then they have no way to space. Green is in a little bit harder position. Oh, especially now with that kill. I think Luigi might be at forward throw percent under the high platforms. Preston has to be like Super Boom now and camp top platform. This is This is how we play this stage.
Oh boy.
But he's not going to. He has too much
Pride.
Too much pride. His pride is his downfall. No, you see, the NATO just kills your spacing just like that. He almost got caught. No.
I love this stage.
Kirby Dittos are so bad. No. Okay. So this is pretty intense. It's looking like Preston might be out here. Oh, no, he doesn't have that West Coast. So that's game.
Yeah.
That's the set. Is that Preston and Nero out? I think so.
Yeah, they're out.
So they were one of the favorites. I think they were the 3 or 4 seed. No, they were the 2 or 3 seed for this tourney. And they're outed by Davion and Sax. Impressive performance by them, especially on that final Hyrule stage. Oh. All right, I wonder what we have up next.